as we reduce that insulin resistance, we improve that metabolic health. It is phenomenal how many men and women will actually make mention of the mental benefits before the weight loss. It's like, oh my God, I just have this clarity because it's improving these imbalances that are developing in the brain. It's really profound that you kind of came to that conclusion of like, hey, I'm done with this lifestyle, this coping mechanism. It is time for me to go ahead and do this. And not just that, but you had already had this bad experience. So for you, you not only had to try this new thing, you had to overcome a negative experience, even though it was perpetuated in your mind. That's a very real feel. And so tell me about the second injection compared to the first.
So when I first did it, this is the craziest thing because I was waiting. I was sitting there waiting. I calmed my mind and I said, you know what? I felt fine in the couple days after the first one. Said, I think that was just like, what is it? Like a psychosomatic type thing where I just like tricked myself into thinking it. But I did it. And then I started like a couple hours later, I started to feel calm. I started to feel really calm. And it was almost like, where the heck did my worry go? Where did my worry go? Like I was worried because I wasn't worrying, if that makes sense. I was like, I'm a very anxious person and it's like, I'm so calm. I feel really good. I drank a lot of water. I just remember the first couple days, I just drank so much water. I just craved water, of course. And then, I'd put like a liquid IV or something in there, but like an electrolyte. But I just remember I was just drinking so much water. And then like days were going by and I was eating super healthy. I didn't have any candy. I didn't want cake. I didn't want the stuff that I turn to. Pizza, like I can't even look at pizza now. I don't like pizza. I don't want pizza. And that was my go-to food. But I was going towards like healthier choices like chicken. I was craving steak so much. Like the steak was just that, or I was craving like the sugars that I would crave were healthy sugars, like strawberries and like the actual healthy fruits. I wasn't so I was eating those. And then I remember 3 weeks went by. I didn't weigh myself at all for those 3 weeks. And I remember walking and I went for a walk and I got halfway up the block and I just felt so much lighter on my feet. And I was like, I could breathe. I could take deep breaths. And I said, I feel really good. I went back and weighed myself and I was down 13 pounds in 3 weeks. And
incredible.
So I don't know if that was like water weight because I had been drinking so much water, but I never drank that much water, but I felt really good. But I also know it's like I was diagnosed with POTS syndrome, like post-orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I've noticed that I haven't had a POTS flare-up since I started, and I'm just microdosing. My PCOS symptoms have diminished greatly. So I think it's an amazing thing. And like I said, I'm just microdosing. It's not like I'm taking a full dose.